too at the end of this fabulous summer.
Yeah, there is, Tim, and you've already said some of the highlights. We've got Faith Kipyegon, home favourite, of course, in that 1,500 metres. But we're going to kick off with the women's 200 metres. Plenty of quality there to look forward to. Christine Mboma of Namibia, she got herself a silver medal in the 200 metres this year. She's been quite the revelation. And here we are. We'll go through the whole of the lineup. This is Haley from the US. Predominantly a 400-metre hurdler, sub-13 second sprint hurdler as well. She goes in the 200 metres. Forbes from Jamaica. Now here is Mboma. She is the world junior champion. She's already been here 3 weeks ago, lifted that title, added that world medal to the successful Tokyo trip that she took, getting the silver medal there as well. Talu from the Ivory Coast, we've just met her as well, made the finals in the 100 and the 200 metres out in Tokyo. Segnia from Nigeria, Saida from Uganda, we've got Kramer there from Denmark, and in lane 1, Safana, she's the Kenyan representative, great experience for her. Well, the Kenyan athlete, she's had a busy season. She competed back, I think it was the beginning of May now, in the World Relays. Kenya is really important to see their presence there. They had a team in every single event at that World Relay Championships, taking it really, really seriously.
Jenny, I shall be watching the Namibian Christine Mboma very carefully. Just 18 years old. She goes in lane 6, third from left. She is, of course, one of those athletes with the DSD question mark hanging over her head, but she has had an incredible summer, capped off with that Olympic silver medal and then that big win in Zurich over 200 metres at the Diamond League finals. So she has guaranteed her spot at the World Championships next year.
Yeah, look out for her in lane 6. Talu in 5, remember. Wow. Was that a false start or was it a faulty start? Talu was the only athlete, maybe the most experienced athlete in the field, who didn't leave her blocks. So we always look at occasions like this, don't we, Tim? We try and see, did any of us see anything? Anything obvious to you there, Tim?
No, nothing at all. No, I think it was a faulty start. It seemed to go very early. If anybody twitched that early, then it would be a real surprise. Talu, I would expect to lead around the bend. She's very quick and very experienced, the Ivory Coast athlete in lane 5. There is Kramer of Denmark. And I hope the camera's not focusing on her because she's full started. It's a long way to travel for a disqualification card to be shown to you.
Yeah, hopefully not. She's had a great season, 9 times national champion over 100, 200 and the sprint hurdles. Here we go and we see this again.
Didn't look like she came up early to me.
No, she got a good start. Doesn't look like it was ahead of anyone else significantly. So let's hope that she can go. She was a member of the Danish team who recorded a national record in the 4x1 in Tokyo. So many teams in both the men's and women's disciplines, 4x1 and 4x4, recorded national records. And yeah, indeed, it looks like all 8 women will go again. Kramer just checks the blocks are in place. And take 2. So we can just see some officials there. Oh, and it is a... I don't think it... Yeah, it's not just a warning. I think it is a disqualification there for Kramer.
You know, this is where sometimes I have to say my heart wants to rule my head, and I think on this occasion, in these circumstances, that should be the overriding decision. She's travelled from Denmark. She was shown the red card, pushing her blocks back in. She's presumably, Jenny, and we've seen this quite a bit in recent weeks, chosen to run under protest.
Well, it definitely looks like she intends to run. I think a few officials are going to go and have a word with her. Well, the one good thing, Tim, is the rain has stopped. It was really, really hammering it down 10 minutes or so ago. And yeah, we see the green card being shown to the whole of the field, which is just a warning. So maybe that decision has been reversed.
Yeah, thankfully, I think you're right, Jenny. That's overridden the original red card shown. A strange one, though. I've not seen a change in decision like that.
Well, let's just hope it doesn't affect any of the athletes negatively. We are looking at those centre lanes. Nigerian athlete recorded a national record in lane 4 at the Tokyo Games. Oh, and the start is still not happy.
Well, I think that's a technical issue, isn't it, that they've been asked to stand up for? I mean, they can all be pretty relaxed about it at this stage of the season, Jen. It's long after Tokyo. Those Olympic Games were, what, some 5 weeks ago and more now. Marie-José Talu able to smile about it. She is the most experienced athlete in this field by a huge margin.
Yeah, she is at age 32 versus, you know, some of the ages that we look at the other athletes. We've already spoke about the world junior champion, Christine Mboma of Namibia. Olympic silver medalist, of course, just 18 years of age. She has reset that world junior record, I think, on 3 occasions so far this year, with her best just coming just last week in the Diamond League final in Zurich, 21.78. Well, Talu at her best is 22.08. That was at the World Championships in London some 4 years ago now. And she's recorded 22.11 in Tokyo.
Young man who I think has a big, big future. He will be an absolute superstar in the Philippines, of course, where there are not many world-class athletes. That pole vault will be bringing the best of all those field events, of course. The men's hammer, the women's long jump, the men's pole vault as well. Looks like we're good to go.
Well, the officials doing all the last-minute checks. I can see they're checking that the blocks are actually implanted in the floor. They're checking the speakers are working. And a little round of applause there. I think something's been announced. I think it's all the technicalities have passed. So let's go. Third time of asking. Let's try and get this first track event of the international feed underway. Again, just to remind you of the full lineup from the inside. We've got Safina from Kenya, Kramer from Denmark, Saida from Uganda, Saini of Nigeria, Talu from the Ivory Coast, Mboma from Namibia, Forbes from Jamaica, and Haley from the US. So here we go, and as expected, Talu it was who had the best start. She started really well this first 50 metres or so, and she have the lead, or does she, coming off the bend, that real high step that she has. But here's Mboma working really, really hard, and this is that last 50 metres that we've spoke about, and she's driving all the way to the line. Oh, and unfortunately the clock didn't stop, but did it, 22.40.
Yet again, Mboma irresistible through the second half of the race. Yeah, Talu certainly did lead until about 80 to go, but then Mboma, she doesn't change gear or accelerate. I think she just holds her form well. She's not aesthetically a really neat sprinter. She's got a very, very rangy style, slightly flailing arms. She rocks from side to side, but she covers the ground incredibly well, the 18-year-old. And Jenny, if that time is confirmed, there it is, 22.40. It's another good win from her, and she's taken down some big names once more.
She has. Well, she started really unknown at the beginning of this season, but every single time she's raced, she's been one of the ones to watch, hasn't she? Here we go. We can see again in lane 5 there, in the orange top, Talu. She starts incredibly well, exactly how we would expect. But Mboma was coming there, wasn't she? And she just didn't quite have the lead off the turn, but here we go. We talk about that ragged style, but it gets her there. And she literally doesn't speed up. She just maintains as everybody else is slowing down, finding it really hard. That last 30 meters or so, when your legs start getting a little bit wobbly towards the line, she just manages to maintain.
Good place for third there. Good run from Saini in third place, 23.33. Talu just sneaking under 23 seconds, but well beaten by Christine Mboma, who has set a world under 20 record this year. Spray, ever present.
Well, it's just what we're used to seeing, isn't it? Face mask ready to hand out and the sanitary gel, but here's the full result there. Mboma 22.39, it was rounded down to Talu 22.97, and Saini in third place 23.32.